Hello there, my name is SciGuy, and welcome back to some more Pavlov. Today I'm doing something a little different. I get asked all the time, Sci, how do I get better at being the soldier and hide? Well, today is your lucky day, my friend, because today is the airing of the official SciGuy Aurora guide. To start things off, let's talk about my most asked question. How do you even see the hide? A hide is never truly invisible, only somewhat transparent, becoming more so with movement. Whilst hard, you can eventually train your eyes to see it incredibly well. The best way to train your vision is by looking for movement instead of a person. And also play Halo 3 for an extended period of time. The active camo is quite similar. However, as useful as eyesight is in hide, hearing is about 1,000 times better. At some point, if a hide is good enough, they won't jump directly in front of you. So you need to know what to listen for when a hide jumps behind you. That is the noise a hide makes when he lands. When you hear that, turn around and start firing. If you don't hit it, look up and start firing, because a good hide is never going to stay in one place for too long. So if you hear it jump behind you, fire behind you. If you don't hit it initially, start aiming upwards. Another sound cue you have to listen to are various grenades and items. If you hear that, look around towards where the noise came from and look for a floating grenade. If you don't see it, run for cover. If you do, kill the hide. If you hear this, run inside and start firing through the doorway you entered, because a hide is about to rush through like a caffeine-boosted bull. A hide with infinite stamina is one of the scariest things in Pavlov, and you need to be ready for a rush if you hear it. Another useful thing you need to learn is tracking hides. Knowing what routes a hide will take after a stab or rush. The best way to train your muscles to know where a hide is going is to actually play Infection for a while. Their jumps are similar to what a hide would do most of the time. This will help you dial in your aim for the spastastic meth-fueled super monkey's movements. Combining eyesight, hearing, and tracking together will make you an incredible Aurora player. Unless, of course, you don't know how to use each weapon and item efficiently, each of them having different uses across situations. There are 5 weapons in hide, and each of them are incredibly effective at putting down the average Call of Duty player. And hides. And I'm about to teach you how to use each one. Before this segment, I'm going to separate weapons into 3 categories: reactive, proactive, and mixed. Reactive is for weapons that are best used as a defense mechanism for when you hear a hide jump behind you. Proactive is for when weapons are best used in a more active hide hunting role, looking for grenades, distant movement, and shooting anything that gets stabbed. Mixed weapons can do a little bit of both. The AR-9. That's a little gray SMG if you didn't know. At 25 damage per round, this little guy is really good mixed weapon, able to shred hides at short or long ranges. This is best used as a reactionary weapon, but does really well in a more proactive role. So if you see a hide holding a nade out of cover, give him 5 new holes and end the match. The P90. At 20 damage per round, this little monster fills things with lead faster than most other weapons in the game. Comparing it to the previous entry's 25, it seems subpar, but the fire rate on this little demon trumps the AR-9 by miles. This weapon is best used reactionary and doesn't do too well proactively, with bullet spread being a massive pain at longer ranges, of course. However, up close, this thing is hard to beat DPS-wise. The M4. At 20 damage per round, this thing is the worst DPS weapon in hide. For its fire rate of 20 damage is terrible for something that doesn't have armor. The M4 is really good in modes that do have armor due to its 100% armor penetration. However, hides don't have that, they only have a helmet. This leaves the M4 in a strictly proactive role, as you don't have the DPS to kill a hide up close 85% of the time before it fills you with 3 new slash wounds. But it's not the worst weapon in existence. If you see it holding a grenade, or if you see it stab a teammate, it's really good to take hides down a notch and make them feel bad. The Remington M870. Also known as the shotgun, this thing does 20 damage per pellet, which seems pretty bad until you realize this thing slings 6 of the little devils with a spread tighter than a joke I'm not allowed to make. With 120 potential damage, this thing can kill hides through overheal if all pellets connect, making it the best reactionary weapon in the game. If, of course, you get lucky with Shotgun Roulette, the game where you fire your weapon at a hide and pray to whatever deity you serve that every single pellet connects, because if you miss even one, you die. Now, spin that wheel! The dart gun and the Glock. Buckle up, because this is going to take a while. The dart gun is often seen as the worst of the worst when it comes to hide weapons, but I'm here to tell you that that's just not true. The dart gun does 20 damage per dart and fires as fast as you can pull the trigger. With only 5 darts per mag, most people would lead you to believe that it's useless, and you'd be so incredibly dead wrong. Not only does the dart gun do 20 damage as a base, but it also does 14 poison damage at a rate of 2 per second, so a total of 34 damage. Not only this, but the dart slows and blinds the hide more and more per dart, making it nigh impossible for them to navigate the map. However, it doesn't end there. The dart gun has 0 recoil, making two-handing the weapon nearly pointless. So with your second hand, you grab your Glock, and you stack 15 damage on top of the previous damage I already mentioned. This gives the dart gun combo the fastest time to kill in the game, minus shotguns, if you can hit your shots. It pairs with Glocks, a second dart gun, and even the AR-9 due to its low recoil. Also note this and listen close. The dart gun cannot, and has never been able to, poison bodies. Players have been lying to you for years on end, and you've all just been believing it. It also cannot heal you. So, if you waste one more dart on teammates, you'll be getting a gift in the mailbox very soon, I assure you. Moving on to items, each weapon spawns with a set of 2 items. Shotgun and M4 get flash and adrenaline. The SMGs get meds and a trip mine. The dart gun gets meds and adrenaline. The flashbang is one of the most important items in the hide's arsenal. However, it's only a locator tool for Aurora. A flash is best used a few seconds after you spawn in order to disrupt any coming rushes, and should not be held onto, because if a hide gets his hand on it, it can wipe out entire platoons. Adrenaline gives 20 overhealth and a speed boost. It's best used when you spawn in order to get to points faster, and should not be held onto, because it's incredible if a hide gets it. Giving it infinite stamina, a permanent speed boost, and neutralizes the dart gun's poison, slowing, and blinding effects, rendering any dart teammates nearly useless, which sucks. Meds are an incredible item that heals 67 total damage over a short period of time. These you can hold on to. You can use these to out-heal gas to capture points, and you should never really use them unless you're below 69 health. A grenade only does 63, and 2 stabs will do 68. A double grenade and 3 stabs will kill you at full, so you should only use it if you can't survive 2 stabs or a single grenade. However, if you don't use it before you die, a hide is going to have a field day with it, so try your best not to let one grab it, alright? Trip mines are one of the more underwhelming items, and yet, they're still useful in the right situations. For example, instead of placing them on random doorways, place them on the closest doorway to you while you cap points and body block anything that tries to jump through. This allows you to do damage with a gun and combo the 50 burst damage of the mine almost guaranteed. The other thing you can do is hide a mine on corpses and deny the hide from healing. It's kind of a scumbag tactic, but hey, whatever works for you. Now that you know how to use each weapon and item in the game, as well as know how to watch out for hides, let's talk strategy. As soon as you spawn, you need to locate where the points are, and if they're bugged or not, because Bankrupt really good at making games. And then a few people with flashbangs need to throw them towards potential spawn points to see where a hide is coming from. Anyone else with flashes should throw a couple seconds after they can move to dissuade any incoming rushes. Anyone with adrenaline should also use them here as well, because I already explained that to you. I'm not doing it again. If the game is full of 9 or 10 people, you need to send 3 members to one point, 3 members to another, and 2 to the third. Or, if you want more numbers for harder points, you can wait for the first 2 to be capped and take more with you to the last point. Remember to be careful and listen for grenade pins and landings while you capture. If you are the last man standing and the points are capped, you get to go and hunt hides down or die trying. Because if you camp and slow the game down, you deserve to be counter-camped. And if I'm in a game when you do this, you'll magically disappear from most official records. Besides, you have a better chance of killing the hide if you go outside anyways. A smart hide isn't going to walk into a room with you, they're just going to time you out. So what are you waiting for? Get out there and kill yourself some hides. They're waiting for you. Good luck, my friends. Thank you all so much for watching and supporting the channel. I hope you've enjoyed and found this tutorial helpful. Also, if you have any friends who play VR, encourage them to play hide with you. Without new players, I'm afraid the best known Pavlov is going to die pretty soon. And that's kinda sad. However, this video isn't over yet. Welcome to the bonus clip section. This has been SciGuy, signing off. I am not good at the video game. Dart gun supremacy. Don't worry about how many shots I missed. It wasn't too many, I swear. I was about to make that budget octopus disappear. Triple kill. Yeah, for the like, you know how it shows you where you got shot from? The line went through the. Yeah, anyways, that line went through the roof. Like, I got that on record. You're getting that clip. You're getting that clip. I'm gonna get bad up. Standing out there.
Yeah, guess what? I live, so I'm not the idiot.
Not you. Here's the clip.
Hello there.
I was standing out there.
What do you mean? I'm sorry, huh?
He's the idiot.
I think he's flagged. The jokes. We're joking around, huh?
Yeah, get it, Squiddy. Sorry. I wanted to the point. I wanted it really badly. That was great. Nice name, sister. Yeah, I already done diddly figured, sister. I knew you were gonna go for that. I ain't dumb.
It's pretty good game.
Okay.
I'd say so. Okay. Oh. See, you know the new. God damn, I had a voice.
Anyways, I'll take that kill from you. Thank you. Ah. I thought it was still on my head.
Yeah.
Look at all that damage, though, from just 3 darts and a couple of pistol shots. See? That counts as a that counted as a hide kill, bro. Let's go. I have to include that. That's crazy. Yeah. No. I don't like that rush anymore because it's just too expected at this point. You only got like one way to go. I don't care if I'm flashbanged, I'm gonna stab you. Things that should never work, and yet... There we go. Jump around enough and they don't know what's gonna come after. That was a sentence, I swear. Hey, if y'all have any Oculus friends online right now, make sure to invite them to this hide lobby.
Yippee! Oh, SciGuy's hit, so that's something.
Sorry, Squid Boy. I wasn't trying to camp, I just wanted the point.
Yeah.
Little guy.
Hey.
Big summer blood. Ooh, big summer. Ooh. A rodent. You know what that means. Hit and run, gentlemen. Hit and run. Hit and run. Gentlemen, nice shooting, Tex. Okay, which one you schmucks TK'd? Okay, man. It's not all gloom and doom, you see. I have 2 flashbangs I haven't used yet.
Yeah, I know.
Ain't that funny? Bluffing, am I?
Behind.
I love bluffing. However... Who you're firing at?
Yeah, I know.
Oh my god.